So this is my boxing review from the Canelo Alvarez vs Edgar Berlanga card. 10-minute review. Canelo Alvarez defeating Edgar Berlanga to retain his 3 super middleweight world titles in another Masterclass dominant performance. Like I said, I did tell people it was a waste of time fight. No respect to Edgar Berlanga, but Edgar Berlanga just showed why he wasn't at the same level as Canelo Alvarez. Another routine win for Canelo Alvarez. So dominant. Knocked Berlanga down, didn't he, during the fight as well. With that powerful left hook as well. Canelo Alvarez, unbelievable, man. One of the best chins ever in boxing. By the way, he didn't need his chin. Edgar Berlanga threw nothing at Canelo Alvarez. Let's be real. But Edgar Berlanga, he's a massive puncher. Okay, where's it at then? Where's his punching at? Exactly. Overhyped. Edgar Berlanga's overhyped. And the perfect fight next for Edgar Berlanga actually is the Aero Protector. Why not make that fight next? Perfect matchup. Same level, both the same level. The Aero Protector is #1 contender now for Canelo's #1 WBO title. Again, Canelo versus Protector will just be another waste of time fight as well. But who does Canelo fight? That's the thing. Who does he fight? Because I don't think the Towns Crawford fight. I think that's just a waste of time. Weight divisions for a reason. And Canelo Alvarez will have to be favourite. Who's favourite in that fight? Being a natural super middleweight. He's talking about the Dimitri before rematch. Forget about that. Before would win the rematch easily again at light heavyweight. And even though it's only one weight division above the super middleweight, but we saw Canelo Alvarez at light heavyweight, didn't we? Against before. Wasn't up to the standard at light heavyweight, so I just don't see Canelo moving up. So it's probably going to be another cherry pick opponent for Canelo Alvarez. Simple as that. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. I know I've criticised Canelo Alvarez for doing that, but there's nothing wrong with that. He is entitled to do that with what he's achieved in his career. But yeah, Canelo Alvarez, as expected, 2 dud for Edgar Berlanga. As we move down on the card. Esrendiyara retained his WBA middleweight title with a 8 technical stoppers over Dan Garcia. The referee waving it off in round 9, I think it was, or after round 9. Yara won every single round of it. Won every second of every round. Pretty boring fight to watch. Could have been stopped earlier. Dan Garcia once then wasn't a bit like Berlanga. Wasn't throwing anything at all. It's one Yara. Straightforward win for Yara over Dan Garcia. And the fight I would make next is Eswan Yara versus Chris Eubank Jr. I will keep on saying it. Chris Eubank Jr. I want him to fight for world titles because they're there to be won. As much as it was a straightforward win for Yara, Chris Eubank Jr. would be a tough opponent for Yara, in my opinion. Depends with Chris Eubank Jr. who Chris Eubank Jr. has as a trainer as well. Because I don't rate the middleweight champions at all. I don't rate them at all. And I think Chris Eubank Jr. can easily win a world title against one of them. Same with Hamza Shiraz and all these fighters. They're there to be won. The titles are there to be won for me. But elsewhere on the card, we saw Teo Pian dead off the floor in round 4 to stop Trevor Tombai at the end of round 9. Pretty much after round 4, as I said in my notes there, was a wake-up call to Teo Pian because Tombai started the fight off pretty well, didn't he? First half of the fight pretty well, causing Teo Pian problems. But it was a massive wake-up call for Teo Pian, and that's what he needed, wasn't it? Needed that wake-up call in the end, and Teo Pian showed us that after round 4 what he's made of for the rest of the fight. Teo Pian, I do rate him. I really do rate Teo Pian. I really do rate him. I think he can easily get better. As well. And the fight I would make next is Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. That's the fight I would make next. Even make both of them back to back. Jamal Charlo, bit of beef there between him and Taylor Plant. But both winnable fights for me. Both winnable fights with Taylor Plant. Both of them are now Watts fighters. Demetrius Andrade used to be dud, but he's now Watts in my opinion. And winnable fights with Taylor Plant in my opinion. But Taylor Plant, I've always thought he has the tools for me. He does have the tools. And he's a former world champion, let's be real as well. He's a former world champion, Taylor Plant as well, which we all forget about. So I do rate him. But yeah, good win for Taylor Plant to get off the floor after round 4. After struggling in the first half of the fight. Vincent Swan and stopping Trevor Matambai. Up next, elsewhere on the card, was stashed off the main card. Roy Romero took a wide decision win over Manuel Hameds in an uneventful fight. Once then, a bit like Yara Garcia. One-way traffic for Roy Romero. Comfortable win. A comfortable win for Roy Romero. Comfortable decision win as well for Roy Romero. It was more about getting the rounds and winning comfortably after coming on the back of a defeat. And he does on now, and Roy Romero does on. I think Roy Romero needs one more tune-up fight for me. I think he needs one more tune-up fight, and then he can go straight back into the big fights and the tough fights. And finally, obviously before the main card started, we saw Stephen Fulton, of course, who's most recently been on the defeat, who got defeated by Noah Inoue. Took a tricky split decision winner over Carlos Castro in his featherweight debut. People thought Fulton won the fight, people thought Castro won the fight, but for me, I thought Castro won the fight for me. Castro knocked Fulton down in round 5 as well. Was it a step up too early for Stephen Fulton, still up to featherweight too early? But he's going to stick at it, Stephen Fulton, and he is going to stick at it in the featherweight division. So he will stick at it. But it was a bit of a reality check for Stephen Fulton going up to the featherweight division. Maybe might not be the level for him, the division for him, but we'll wait and see. I think he'll need another couple more tune-ups at featherweight, and if he still has the same performance again, then he may need to step back down, Stephen Fulton. So that's the thing. Some divisions just don't suit any fighters at all. So, but I wouldn't say it was a robbery, but I thought Carlos Castro won the fight for me. I thought Carlos Castro won the fight for me. So, and I thought the knockdown was the difference for Carlos Castro as well. But yeah, it is what it is. They're not going to have a rematch. It never happens in boxing. When we call for a rematch, they always move on to another thing. But anyways, that is my Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga boxing review. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below on all the fights down below. I've spoken about in the comments. Take care, stay safe, so yeah. And the next boxing preview will be Nick Ball versus Ronnie Rios, which will be coming out tomorrow, or the 5th of October. And the next boxing review will of course be next Sunday for the big one, anti-Joshua Daniel Dubois, Wembley card of course, which is now a week away. So take care, stay safe, so yeah, as Canelo Alvarez puts on yet another Masterclass dominant performance against Edgar Berlanga.